Ever wondered why one laptop costs way more than another even when they look the same? It usually comes down to one invisible part inside, your storage drive. HDD. The old spinning classic. HDD stands for hard disk drive, which is a traditional data storage device that uses spinning magnetic disks called platters to store and retrieve digital data. These drives are known for their high storage capacity at a lower cost per gigabyte. Imagine a record player, but instead of music, it's reading your files. An HDD stores data on circular metal platters coated with magnetic material. When you open a file, a little arm, called the read/write head, moves across the disk to find your data. It's mechanical, like a tiny robot librarian flipping through pages at high speed. The faster the disk spins, 5,400 or 7,200 revolutions per minute, the faster it can find your files. But because it's mechanical, it's slower to respond, it can wear out, and it's more fragile if you drop your laptop. SSD. The modern chip. An SSD, which stands for solid-state drive on the other hand, works more like your phone's storage. It uses flash memory chips. No moving parts, just electrical cells that store ones and zeros. When you open a file, it's more like flipping a light switch than moving a robot arm. Instant access. No waiting for something to spin. So while an HDD searches for your data like a librarian running around a huge room, an SSD knows exactly where every file is, and just appears there instantly. Here is the real-world speed differences. On average, a laptop with an HDD might take 40 to 60 seconds to start up. An SSD? 5 to 10 seconds. Opening Chrome, launching Photoshop, even searching files. SSDs make everything feel snappy. It's not just about raw speed, it's about responsiveness. If your computer feels like it's thinking too long, it's often the hard drive waiting to catch up. Even installing apps or copying files changes dramatically. Transferring a big movie on an HDD might take 3 minutes. On an SSD, maybe 20 seconds. Let's compare the HDD and SSD in terms noise, heat, and durability. HDDs are mechanical, which means they make noise, a faint whirring or clicking sound. They generate heat, and they can break if you drop them while running. SSDs, with no moving parts, are completely silent and far more shock-resistant. That's why they're used in smartphones, tablets, and ultrabooks, smaller, cooler, quieter devices. So if you've ever wondered why your new laptop feels cooler or lighter, it's not magic, it's the solid-state drive inside. Now let's look at price and storage size. Here's where HDDs still fight back. Price per gigabyte. HDDs can store a lot for cheap. 1 terabyte, that's 1,000 gigabytes, costs around $40 to $50. An SSD of the same size might be $80 to $100 or more. That's why desktop PCs or external drives for backup still often use HDDs. They're affordable and spacious. But for your main computer, where speed matters more than storage, SSDs are worth it. So think of it like this. HDD equals big storage warehouse but slower trucks. SSD equals smaller garage but instant access. Let's talk about longevity and reliability. Here's a question people often ask. Do SSDs wear out faster since they have limited write cycles? It's true. Flash memory has a limit to how many times it can be rewritten. But for regular users, it's not a concern. A mid-range SSD can handle hundreds of terabytes of writes, enough for decades of normal use. Meanwhile, HDDs can fail mechanically, motors, bearings, and read arms can wear down. In practice, both can last 5 to 10 years easily, but SSDs fail more predictably. They slow down first, rather than suddenly dying with a click of doom. Then there is a question of who should use which. If you need massive storage for videos, backups, or archives, go HDD. Want fast startup, smooth performance, and portability, go SSD. Many modern setups actually combine both. SSD for Windows and daily apps. HDD for bulk storage like movies or project files. That combo gives you the best of both worlds, instant performance without running out of space. Now, even within SSDs, there are levels. Older SSDs use SATA connections, limited by older speeds. Newer ones use NVMe drives, connected directly to the motherboard through PCIe lanes. Translation: they're insanely fast, like going from highway speed to rocket launch. And because NVMe drives are shrinking, sometimes smaller than a stick of gum, future devices will keep getting thinner, quieter, and faster, all thanks to solid-state tech. So here is my recommendation. If your laptop feels slow, don't rush to buy a new one. Check if you can upgrade to an SSD first. It's the single best upgrade you can make for everyday performance. Faster startup. quieter operation, better reliability. And with that being said, I have a video coming up on why your computer slowed down over time. Stay tuned.